Right now, the NBA world is pure chaos. With the draft happening last week, we now enter into free agency, and it has been absolutely ridiculous. Players moving all across the league, teams becoming contenders, and others becoming contenders. And one team that looks likely to become a pretender are the Houston Rockets, with very strong rumors linking James Harden and Russell Westbrook out of Houston. It seems like it is time for the Rockets to blow things up. They've missed their window. But in today's video, we are going to be taking over the Houston Rockets and trying to extend that window, trying to get them a NBA championship, get them a chip, man. They need it. Quickly though, lads, I would like to say a big thank you once again to 2K for sponsoring today's video. I'm an NBA and NBA 2K nerd, so it's my pleasure to bring these to you. So we're going to be jumping into my NBA and MyGM, and we're going to be taking over the Houston Rockets, starting a new save there and trying to make things a little bit better, but with some rules. So let's go across here and select the Rockets wherever they are in the Western Conference. There you are, Houston Rockets. You look at the team details before we take them over. Harden, Westbrook, Eric Gordon, House. They've got a lot of good players in here, but a lot of work still for us to do. But our rules today are going to be a little bit different. The goal for this season, the goal for this Houston Rockets rebuild, we have to trade both James Harden and Russell Westbrook and attempt to win the NBA championship here in season 1 with Houston. It is going to be an almighty task, but let's see if we can get it done. But lads, if you do want to get yourself a copy of NBA 2K on either next gen or previous gen, I will leave a link in the description down below for you to check it out and buy it today. I'm glad to see that 2K have updated the game as well. Chris Paul on the Suns, Anthony Edwards already put into the game on the Timberwolves as the #1 draft pick. That's going to make things a little bit more realistic. But we're going to go in here and try finding a trade for both James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I'm going to do it individually. So we're going to start off here with James Harden and see what we can get from the other side. So Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. That would be iconic if Drew Holiday joined Milwaukee and left straight away. It's a lot of offers here. Zach LaVine, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. As a Celtics fan, that's exciting. Paul George and Montrezl Harrell. Oh my God, Trae Young. That's Sacramento again, just offering a terrible offer there. RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson. Vukovic and Jonathan Isaac. Kyrie! Oh my God, so this is ironic because in real life, people are saying that KD wants the Nets to go and get Harden and really get rid of Irving. Obviously you'd think if they brought in Harden, it would be Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. But there's rumors that Harden could be a little bit of insurance for Kyrie Irving if it doesn't go well. And the Nets have offered us Kyrie Irving and Caris LeVert, which is pretty funny. Jamal Murray, Sabonis, Blake Griffin, DeMar DeRozan, and LaMarcus Aldridge. We're getting some big offers here. The #1 draft pick in Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell from the T-Wolves. Nurkic and McCollum. Klay Thompson and Kelly Oubre. Oh my God, we are getting some huge... Bradley Beal and John Wall. Okay, teams are not stopping at anything. So I'm thinking we need to get a deal where we're going to get like 2 good players in return and really improve 2 sections of our starting 5. I just need to figure out financially which one's the better option for cap space. So I'm laying up between that one from Washington and then the Nets. So that's 68 and 52. And their one was 68 and 52 and 63 and 85. So the Nets one's actually cheaper. Let's go do that. Let's make it realistic. We're going to accept the offer from the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to trade James Harden for Kyrie Irving, Caris LeVert, and Jeff Green. So at least we have a point guard and a shooting guard now. Let's accept that offer. Let's go. Oh my God. Imagine if that happens in real life. All right, so now let's find a trade here for Russell Westbrook. The way I'm thinking about it, we need to get a big player in for Westbrook in terms of like an actual big, like a big center or power forward in there. So Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez, LaVine again, Kemba and Naismith, Goran Dragic and Iguodala. I need to see some more bigs in here though. Not these offers. I mean, Mitchell Robinson's an alright offer. Vucevic there, and Aaron Gordon. That's not too bad of an offer. Kristaps Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr. We could bring Porzingis across from Dallas, Millsap, that's not happening. Blake Griffin, Steven Adams, who looks like he's moving to New Orleans. Andrew Wiggins, Draymond, John Wall again. No, these ones aren't as impressive as the last time, I think. Although, to be fair, it makes sense given how Westbrook is a little bit lower rated than James Harden. But I'm leaning towards this offer here, or even this one. But I mean, we will get a good power forward in Aaron Gordon in return. They're only doing one season, so they don't really care about draft picks. It's not great for the cap, but it's going to make our starting five much more balanced because we have a starting center in Nikola Vucevic, and then Aaron Gordon would be great to have in the power forward role as well. Lads, I think that's a decent offer. Getting two decent players for a great player in Russell Westbrook. We're going to accept this offer here from the Orlando Magic, sending Russell Westbrook to Orlando. All right, so this is what the starting five now looks like. So we've got Kyrie Irving there at the point guard, LeVert playing shooting guard, Eric Gordon. I still think we need to get somebody a little bit better there if we're going to compete for a chip. Aaron Gordon and Nikola Vucevic. So it's not too bad of a starting five. Still a bit of work to do in my opinion, but at least we've got a big that honestly the Rockets have been needing for quite a while now. PJ Tucker, since they got rid of Clint Capella, but PJ Tucker as the sixth man, Daniel House in there, Ben McLemore, Kyle O'Quinn, who I didn't realize had come across from the Sixers, David Nwaba, you got Chris Clemens, Tyson Chandler, Cephalosha, and Kenyon Martin and Frazier only reserves. But I still think we need a little bit of work done here at the center, or the center forward, the small forward role. Eric Gordon's contract as well is taking up a little bit of cap space as well, so I might see what we can get for him, but I don't expect to get anything great in return in all honesty. Just quietly, lads, doing a little bit of a look around the league, I've really noticed there's a severe lack of like mid-level shooting for small forwards, I should say. Like you've got the top players like LeBron, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi, all those sorts of guys. And then you really don't have many players that hang around the 80s. You've got like Oubre, Porter Jr. But besides that, there's really a lack of small forwards in the game this year. I'm going to try and keep looking for one, but honestly, Eric Gordon might be the best case scenario at this point. Justice Winslow could be an okay pickup here, given he's a little bit younger than Eric Gordon, or 7 years younger, and has room to grow this year potentially. Joe Harris, man, I don't know about that one. Yeah, look, honestly, I don't know about many of these offers here. I might have to make some adjustments. Two of my all-time favorite players in there, Larry Nance Jr., my cousin, and Della the Aussie GOAT. We might be able to make this happen here. I'm trying to like get rid of PJ Tucker at the same point. Although that doesn't make sense. Oh, because we've got Eric Gordon in there, Justice Winslow. Actually, why would I do that though? Because they're the same overall and that's virtually the same cap space. No, fuck that. Do we want to do this and hope that Justice Winslow grows, or do we just want to keep Eric Gordon? I'm uncertain, lads. I'm uncertain. You know what? Let's roll the dice. Let's pull the trigger and try getting... Oh, should I put a trade in there as well? Let's put a pick in there so we can try getting... use that as a bit of a trade bargaining tool. Let's go for the first unprotected. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, nah, I didn't think so. Let's just go for this one here. Justice Winslow in. 1 overall less, but hopefully grows up to like a 79 over the course of the season. And then for Eric Gordon and a second round pick, which doesn't matter because we're only doing one season. Let's make that trade. What the fuck? They're not interested in it anymore. What the hell? I back out. I'm going to restart the negotiations now. That's exactly what I offered before and they said they weren't interested. Yeah, now they agree to it. Nice one, Memphis. Nice one. I was just exploring what I could get for PJ Tucker. This seems like a bit of a no-brainer for me. The Suns have offered PJ Tucker, they've offered Aaron Baines, the GOAT himself, Aaron Baines, for PJ Tucker and its second round draft pick in 2024. We'd be saving $2.5 million in cap space. We're getting a center who's 2 overall higher and 2 years younger. This seems like a no-brainer. I don't know what the catch is here. Obviously getting a second round draft pick, but who cares about that? I'm going to happily make that offer. So, I mean, now with the trades we've made, this is what the side looks like. So, we've got Kyrie at point guard, LeVert, then Justice Winslow coming into the starting 5. I'm really hopeful. I think our season banks on whether he grows or not. Aaron Gordon, Vucevic in there. Then we've got Aaron Baines, hopefully going to be 6th man of the year. Daniel House, Ben McLemore, Kyle O'Quinn, Clemens, Nwaba, Tyson Chandler, all the guys you've seen before. Really interested to... I don't know, man. When I did this with the Clippers a few weeks ago, I was confident. I don't know about this side, man. For one season, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start simulating the season, but if we do get any trade offers that interest me, I will let you guys know and we'll suss how we go. So the Celtics have come to us and have offered Williams and Green for Aaron Baines and Cephalosha. I know they want Aaron Baines back in Boston, but I'm declining that trade. The Cavs have offered us Larry Nance Jr., again, touching at my soft spots, for Justice Winslow in a second round draft pick. Get out of here, Cavs. Get out of here. God, we are getting some weak offers sent to us. Zach Collins for Aaron Baines. Again, another weak offer. The Cavs keep offering the two GOATs up in deals. Larry Nance Jr. and Delly for Gordon and Frazier. But again, declined. Oh shit, this is an offer and a half here. So Vucevic and Winslow for Troy Brown Jr. and John Wall. That's a huge deal, but again, I'm going to decline that offer. I want somebody to put an offer in for Kyrie or something. Dennis Schroeder and Dion Waiters for LeVert and Chandler. There's some weird trades being thrown out here. The Cavs really want to get rid of Larry Nance Jr., don't they? So it is trade deadline day here. I'm going to stop and see if we can do something crazy because our team is just hanging on to a playoff spot right now. So we're going to need to make some big changes. Also, thankfully, Winslow has gone up to a 78. So it's good to see he's starting to grow and has overtaken or is hopefully going to overtake Aaron Gordon. Look, I'm not saying that I want to get rid of Kyrie, but I just want to explore what we could potentially get for Kyrie Irving. What would the other teams be? Off Ben Simmons and Danny Green. Again, appealing to my Australian. Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, Levine and Porter, Andre Drummond and Nance, Kemba and Naismith. I would not send Kyrie back to the Celtics though. Mitchell Robinson, Markelle Fultz, Kristaps again, Jamal Murray. Nothing crazy at the moment. DeMar DeRozan and Deontay Murray, Steven Adams and Gallinari, D-Russ, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, John Wall. Nah. None of these offers really interest me, if I'm being honest. Although this one here could make us a little bit more balanced as an overall starting five. Get Middleton instead of Winslow. And then put Drew Holiday and train him to become the point guard. Or play him at the point. Oh, I don't know. Nah, let's stick with the plan. Let's stick with what we got. What the hell? We've gone on a mental run of form since the trade deadline. Oh my god. Oh, then we lose. Okay, so here we are at the end of the regular season. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, we have finished as 6th in the Western Conference, but we went on a mad run of form towards the end of the season. Trae Young getting MVP, which I like. Big Trae Young fan. LaMelo Ball getting Rookie of the Year. Larry Nance Jr., who probably could have been a player for us with all the trades we got offered for him, got 6th Man of the Year. Giannis with Defensive Player, Ja Morant with Most Improved, and Steve Nash of the Nets getting Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, Harvey Craig, don't know who that is, but very interesting awards there. Did any of our players get any rep call-ups? Not at the moment, it doesn't seem. We got Kyrie Irving got into the All-NBA third team. So this is how the playoffs are looking. We're going to be versing 3rd seed Memphis in the first round of the Western Finals, or in the Western Conference playoffs. LA getting top seed. The Clippers only got 7th seed. The Pelicans got the 2nd. Crazy stuff. Brooklyn 1st seed with Harden over in the East. And the Magic didn't make it with Westbrook. Interesting. All right, so the first game here against the Grizzlies. What are we going to do? We're going to simulate it, and it's a 1-0 lead for Memphis. Not good. Come on. Second game, it's going to be 1-1 with even the series, lads. We're tied up the series. All right, second game, going to simulate through it here. We take the lead in the series. Come on, Houston. Trying to get a 3-1 lead. No, I simulated the round 3-1. No, we're eliminated. No, we blew a 3-1 lead. The Houston Rockets blew a 3-1 lead, and we have been eliminated from the playoffs. All right, let's simulate the playoffs and see what's going to happen. So you've got the Lakers and the Nuggets, Memphis and the Clippers, Brooklyn and the Sixers, and then Toronto and Milwaukee. So bloody Boston got swept. Jesus Christ. Atlanta as well. Trae Young, MVP, getting out in the first round. Let's simulate the playoffs. LA. Oh my God, the Nets took on the Clippers. The Clippers got in from a 7th seed, but the Brooklyn Nets, with James Harden and Kevin Durant. OKC fans, look away. Brooklyn have won the NBA championship. Harden getting finals MVP, our former man. My word. So lads, that is going to conclude today's NBA 2K21 video with the Houston Rockets. If you want to see me do anything similar to this, let me know. A big thank you once again to NBA 2K and 2K Australia for sponsoring today's video. As I said, if you guys want to pick up the game on either new gen or old gen, there will be a link in the description. But most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.